Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around this beautiful, beautiful world. Today's topic is actually a TEDx challenge for all of you if you always wanted to do a TEDx talk. This is a huge opportunity, so please, please, please pay a full attention to this live today because it's all about that TEDx challenge I'm going to announce right now. So let's start what the challenge is about. First of all, it's all about TEDx. You know that there is a TEDx journey. Majority of the people don't know what exactly is TEDx and how to get on TEDx stage, how to get a spot, who to contact, anything around that. That challenge is actually to help you to get half of the whole journey done in 3 days. It's huge. It has never ever been done for TEDx before. In 3 days to have half of your journey done. This is huge, huge, huge. So if you always wanted to do a TEDx talk and that was your dream of all your dreams, that TEDx challenge is definitely for you. If you already have a spot for TEDx and you wonder how you can prepare really fast, in 3 days, you're going to have the major steps to prepare for your TEDx talk. So why you should do a TEDx challenge is only if you really, really want to do a TEDx in your life, and if you want to get there really fast. This is the huge why that TEDx challenge is gonna work for you. So let me tell you how the whole challenge is gonna work. You're gonna have 3 days with me, and I'm gonna go live on a Facebook group for 40 minutes in total. The first 20 minutes, I'm gonna teach you a step part of your TEDx journey. And then in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to hold you accountable that you did the exercise from the previous day. You have any kind of questions available to ask me live straight away. I'm going to answer all kinds of questions. But the first 20 minutes is super important because that's going to give you how to actually get halfway through your TEDx journey just in 3 days. This is huge, huge, huge. So let me tell you when it's gonna start the TEDx challenge. It's gonna start on 13, 14, and 15 of August. Those 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks' time, in 3 days, you will be able to be half prepared for your TEDx journey. I mean, usually my crash course is for 4 weeks. And I'm giving you 3 days to go for something what I teach throughout. It's like even huge, bigger than a crash course. That's how powerful that TEDx challenge is gonna be. So 13, 14, and 15th of August, make sure that you mark them in your calendar if you want to do that challenge. How long the challenge is gonna be? The challenge is gonna be 3 days, as I said, and it's gonna be 40 minutes each session. That's it. After this, you're free to go. You can rewatch the training, what I'm going to do live. You can rewatch all the questions. More important is also that during those 3 days, you have a direct access to me. Therefore, honestly, you can ask any kind of question you've got around TEDx, and I'm going to be there for you to answer all kinds of questions. I never gave this kind of opportunity to many people. So this is a huge, huge, huge opportunity for you if you really want to do a TEDx and you're serious about it. So what you're going to get out of the 3 days TEDx challenge, as I mentioned, that is going to be literally 3 exercises, 1 exercise for each day. What's going to happen is that you've got after this the 24 hours to complete that exercise and put the answers and the results on the Facebook group, and also to get, when I go live on the next day, you can come live on stage and you can absolutely get the live feedback straight away. So these are the 3 days. What you're going to get out of it is half of your TEDx journey. I can't explain it better. And I want to keep the 3 exercises just for now in as surprise, because that you're gonna know on day one straight away. So what you're gonna get out is being prepared for TEDx straight away. Like half of the most important steps of your TEDx journey is gonna be done in only 3 days. So what you should do to be able to join the TEDx challenge, put the yes, I'm in the comment box below, and I will make sure that my team contacts you and you're going to be able to be in the list, because the list is not open yet. I'm just right now announcing very quickly. However, the list is going to be open very soon. If you put a yes, I'm in the comment right now, my team is going to contact you straight away, and you will know what are the next steps. So you want to have a bit of a flavor from the TEDx challenge? Let me check very quickly the comments before I get on giving you a little bit of a flavor how exactly the training around the TEDx challenge is going to go. If you have any kind of questions, put them in the comments. That's why I'm here. It will be absolutely mind-blowing TEDx challenge in 3 days. Never done ever before. So let me share my screen very quickly. And I'm gonna share something very absolutely amazing, actually. I'm so excited about that. You can absolutely tell. So, okay, let's see how you see that one. You don't need to see me. So, cool. Let's get on that one. Let me give you just a quick flavor around how the challenge is gonna go. So, on the first day, I'm going to explain TED and TEDx and why you need to know the difference in a lot more depth than what you're going to have right now. But what you're going to have is that you need to know what's the difference between TED and TEDx, the most commonly asked question. The TED word has so many variations. There is a TED conferences, which is once a year in Vancouver, British Columbia. It doesn't happen more than once a year. And only huge names like business people who establish themselves, famous people, politicians, presidents, these are the people who go on TED conference. And there are only 8 people per year who goes and become TED speakers, not TEDx speakers, but TED speakers. There is also TED Global, which is more of an internationally oriented sister conference of the TED conferences. TED Global also happens only once a year. There's TED Fellows, which is like the younger version of TED. So every TED and TED Global conference has 20 fellows for TED Fellows, and each of those 20 fellows are selected to be mentored by a senior fellow and give a talk on the TED Fellow stage. So TED Fellows is like the young teenage version of TED conferences. TED Ed is the YouTube channel for short animated educational videos. TED Ed stands for TED Educational. So if you didn't know, there is a YouTube channel specifically for animated educational videos. There's also TED Women, which is a 3-day conference happening only once a year again, and it's featuring women-oriented themes. This is TED Women as a format. There's TED Med for medical, and it's the annual conference, again, happening only once, and they focus on health and medicine themes. There is TEDx, which majority of the people around the world actually using to jump on TEDx stage. TEDx is the independent events which are organized by anyone who obtains a free license, a bit like a franchise style. They had to hold a license from TED to be able to be TEDx organizers, and they have to agree to follow all the TEDx principles and rules. Rules are draconian. I'm going to touch that during the TEDx challenge, and I'm going to explain a lot more about TEDx. TEDx Talks is ranked #1 globally for a non-profit YouTube channel, which has 30 million subscribers right now, and it has more than 800 million views They run all the TEDx talks on the YouTube channel, and that gives them a revenue between $25,000 and $400,000 monthly as a revenue from the nonprofit YouTube channel. That is basically based on all the ads. You've seen TEDx a lot. You've seen that every TEDx starts with an ad before each video. Those ads are actually giving them a lot of revenue, as you can see. TEDx Women is the mini version of the TED Women. That is, TED Women happens 3 days, once a year. TEDx Women happens all the time, depending on when when TEDx organizers are organizing TEDx Women events. TED Youth is all for high school students, for youth innovators, and for all the middle school teenagers. There is a TED Interview, which is a weekly podcast. You can listen it on the TED app. Chris Anderson, which is the TED owner, is actually the host of all the interviews. He holds conversations with all the speakers who previously gave a TED talk or TEDx talk. So you have to first be on TEDx or TED. TED is, very high level business people and politicians and famous people. But if you are a TEDx speaker already, you got a chance to be a guest on the TED Interview and speak directly with Chris Anderson, which is huge opportunity. There are also TED Books, TEDx Clubs, TED Salon, TED Radio. There's so many formats out there about TEDx and TED. So the reason why you need to know all about the TED variations, I'm gonna just touch base on here. If you apply to the wrong format, meaning the wrong TED stage, you will only get rejections. The truth is that the more rejections you're gonna get from TED or TEDx, at some point you're gonna give up. The reason why majority of the people get rejected is because they have been applying to wrong format. They are applying for TED conferences instead of TEDx, for example. This is the biggest common mistake what people do. The second reason why you need to know that is because you're gonna get on the correct TED format, but the wrong audience is gonna be in front of you, and therefore you're heading towards a failure. And this is something what I don't want you to experience. I don't want you to get in front of wrong audience. So just to mention, TEDMed, which is the medical, TEDx, which is independently organized TED events, TEDx Talks, which is on the YouTube channel, and TED Women plus TED Youth. These are the formats what you, me, and everyone around the world can actually jump on very easily, much easier than any other format, and do a TEDx talk and share your wisdom. So TEDx is all about wisdom. TED is also all about sharing your idea, worth sharing with the whole world. So what's the difference between TED and TEDx events? TED takes more of a global approach once a year, as I mentioned, where TEDx typically focuses on local community that concentrate on the local voices. And X is not for X, as ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend. X is actually what we call TED Multiply, usually it means independently organized TED events, and we do take it as TED Multiply. So why TEDx is something what you should do and why I recommend TEDx. It's the easiest way to get your foot in. TED and TEDx use YouTube, both of them. YouTube is #1 video platform in the world, and they publish their talk, both TED and TEDx, on YouTube. Within #1 video platform, which is YouTube, TEDx Talks channel is ranked as #1 nonprofit channel on the entire YouTube platform, which means that it's the most trusted and credible channel on YouTube. Hence, TEDx are so strict with their draconian rules, so they can keep the trust and the credibility of all their fans. Now, once your TEDx talk is published on YouTube, as well as another 50 platforms, all the TEDx Talk subscribers, which currently in 2021, you've got 30.7 million subscribers. they all gonna have a notification that a new video is available to watch. This is a huge, 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 huge visibility. Think about it. 30.7 million people around the world are subscribers. How much percentage of these 30 million are actually interested in your topic? There are 382 topics on TEDx, and I can tell you that your topic will be one of those available topics what you can choose in the TEDx list. And how many of those 30.7 million subscribers are going to be able actually to, they're interested in your topic and they will be able to directly go click and watch your TEDx. It's huge visibility again. Moreover, the impact you want to make will be much faster than any other platform or format. It's going to be spread wider because of the biggest world community that is YouTube. YouTube is 2.3 billion users, which is 79% of all the internet users. That's huge. I mean, I can't stop repeating it's huge, but it is absolutely huge. It's the biggest platform for videos. So by being on TEDx stage, you will automatically be ranked as an influencer. And that's how straight away saying that you're a TEDx speaker, people see you as an influencer, someone to look up to. Last but not least, becoming a TEDx speaker will put you in the most inclusive group of people in the world, which is 0.001% of the population of the world. This is 65,000 people so far have been on TED or TEDx stage or any of the TED format stage. So this is the most exclusive group of people worldwide. I'm talking about worldwide. Now, obviously, I'm going to continue after this. I'm going to stop sharing right now my screen, but I will continue after this. During the TEDx challenge, the 3 days TEDx challenge, this is the training what I'm going to give you every day for 3 days. So at the end of the third day, you're going to be halfway through your TEDx journey and you're going to have the 3 most important steps, which are the most crucial steps to be able to be a very, very successful TEDx speaker. Huge, huge opportunity again. So put the yes, I'm in the comment if you want to join the TEDx challenge. If you feel that this is for you, and make sure that you do put it in the comments so my team can pick it up and send you a private message. So they will send you additional instructions as a private message, so you're not gonna miss it. I want you, if you're serious to get on the TEDx challenge, what I want you to do, I want you to mark in your calendar 13th, 14th, and 15th of August. This is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday next week. Next week? No, the week after. Sorry, in 2 weeks. So it's gonna be 40 minutes each day, starting with the training, 20 minutes, and then 20 minutes of open questions. Literally, I have never gave such a public access to me before, and this TEDx challenge is your straight away public, like direct access to me and all my knowledge. My head is gonna be all yours. Literally, everything what I know you can ask during the TEDx challenge. But what is more important is that every day you're gonna have an exercise to do, and then the next day you're gonna have 24 hours to finish that exercise, and I'll make sure that your exercise is done so you can come prepared, and you're gonna have direct feedback from me if you can make it better, if there's something better there, and how you can absolutely smash it. This is the end result, what you're gonna get from the TEDx challenge. So if you have any kind of questions, put them in the comments. Let me check very quickly at the moment. Just give me a second. Okay, so is the TEDx challenge free? This is a good question. I forgot to mention this one. The TEDx challenge is £20 at the moment. And I can tell you that this is a huge, huge, huge value for just £20. I don't have any better news for you right now, but it's literally like picking up my brain for 30 days for £20. I don't think that's gonna happen again, I can tell you. But yes, it is £20. Thank you for the question. The TEDx challenge is not free. So put I'm in the comments to be able my team to pick it up and send you the next steps. The list is going to be open very soon. I forgot to ask you, put the hashtag replay if you're watching it on replay, put the hashtag live if you're watching it on live right now, so I can then answer all the questions as soon as you put them. Click on the like button if you are absolutely loving challenges, you're loving being challenged, you're loving creating in a very short space of time with very few actions, creating a huge results for your life, as TEDx is a huge thing for each of our lives. And I can give you that opportunity to do a TEDx challenge with you on 13th, 14th, and 15th of August. You're going to have more details the moment when you put I'm in the comments. So if you know that someone right now always wanted, has been banging on around TEDx for ages, share that video with that person, because it's important for them to know that there is a TEDx challenge going on very soon, just in 2 weeks. That is really soon. Also, if right now you or someone you know is about to go on TEDx stage and they kind of need this validation on their preparation, validation that they're doing really good steps and very successful TEDx, share that video with them, because that's going to be really important for them to get on the TEDx challenge list and do the 3 days TEDx challenge. So I want you to remember that the only thing that separates you from your TEDx dream is your action. I love you a lot. If you have any kind of comments, questions, put them in the comments below. I'm going to see you next Friday. Love you all. Have an amazing, wonderful weekend ahead. See you next Friday.